5, 4, 3, 2.
Hello, everybody. I got a crew this time. It's not just me. I'm not doing a live thing just by myself. I have people over at the table over here. Let me go to them. But anyways, before I go to them, welcome to HomeMade God Studios Presents. Tonight we are presenting, yes, sold out crowd, yeah. Let me turn their mics on real quick. There you go.
Hello, hello.
I think we can hear you guys. But
all 500 of us.
What up?
And we got Zach at the table.
Yo, how you doing, guys?
And I'm over here behind the camera where you can't see me.
Because the lovely Keita will not be gracing us with her presence tonight because she is actually helping out a band on Sunday. And she has to drive, I think, like an hour away to rehearse all day tomorrow to learn the songs for 13 Spiders because they have a show on Sunday, and there was a call out where they were going to cancel, and they said if I can get a drummer and a singer. So Keita and AJ stepped up, and so they're going to keep their show at the Cobra.
There you go.
That is
adapting over.
Yeah, that's why Keita's not here tonight because she has to drive out there to learn the songs for this band. To make sure they were able to keep the show on Sunday at the Cobra. So it's going to be 13 Spiders, Tennessee Holy Water, and Rattle Trap, I believe, at the Cobra. It's going to be a bad. Sunday's the day for music because my band, Symptom of the Universe, is playing with Omenbringer and Voltage Hawk at the Exit Inn the same night. Yeah. Our show starts at 7, so you'll still have time to make it to the Cobra after you see us. So you should be doing some show hopping.
Show hopping for sure. Yeah. And if you guys are in the Springwater area, we are doing, the Shelbyville area. We are playing tomorrow with a band that it's their first show from France. They're called Jarl. We got, who else we got on there? We got.
I think it's Kaylee Rice.
San Pedro? Yes.
And it's Fargo Strut.
Yep, Fargo Strut.
Cool for them coming out. I know they're
Mad Cabbage is on that show.
Mad Cabbage,
yeah. Mad Cabbage.
That's who it was.
Fargo
we got them all.
Right now.
It's not San Pedro.
It's not San Pedro?
It's Mad Cabbage.
Shout out to them anyway.
Mad Cabbage, Fargo Strut, and Jarl. Okay, cool.
Also, if you guys tune into the Jabberjaw podcast, if you guys know who Bobby Spencer from Hollowake is, he came on the Jabberjaw podcast a couple days ago, and his interview is up now. And we have a new single out called Witness Marks. If you haven't watched the music video, do it. Go check out my girlfriend's photography at Rochelle Photography. Go check out
shout out to the lady.
Brittany Graham with B-Reg & Co. with her Etsy page.
Go Etsy.
Go Etsy. Make sure you guys go check out all that. And I'm gonna go over here because
all right.
We got some.
Well, they are. In case you haven't figured out, tonight's show is going to feature Jawfane in house. This is going to be the first time we've heard them since before the music video, right?
Accurate.
Yeah. I mean, we saw they were here, for the Modern Primate album release, which was the best party ever. I hope everyone saw how awesome that Modern Primate party was. That was amazing. But yeah, so are you guys ready? All right, so we're going to head this over to Jawfane, and they're going to entertain us for a little bit, then join us back here at the table because, as you saw just in the beginning of the show, we have a ton of music to talk about, a ton of things going on around town this weekend and next weekend, and probably through the end of the year, but it's pretty action-packed. Anyway, Jawfane!
Rock and roll!
Everybody!
All right. For you over my shoulder every time I plunge
to every apart. Will she find her way back to my heart? Thank you. Hope y'all are having as much fun as we are. So yeah, we just put out a new music video and a new single for a song called Witness Marks. Go check it out if you haven't already. Hell yeah. Got a show tomorrow night at Bring It Back Games. Yeah. GSM Productions. Shelbyville. With local awesome bands Mad Cabbage and Fargo Strut. Check them out. Oh, cool. Forgot about that. I'll get to hang out with them tomorrow. Shout out to Eli. This next song's called Soothsayer. It's fate, clip the wire, no aim to climb higher. It's fate, clip the wire, no aim to climb higher. Midnight migrants through my mirror. Now my mind is lonely narrow. Weeping will a wounded sparrow. Dig out Cupid's toxic arrow. You complete the part of me that chooses to no longer breathe. The wicked never sleeps when isolation creeps into me. To frames off the edge we cling, splitting corners with fading warmth and swollen nerve ending as we end to keep the pressure hitched and never learn. If you play with fire, you might get sand, shift into a shameless state. Find gravity inside of every cavity that we create. If it's fate, clip the wire, no aim to climb higher. Trade everything, golden and sacred, for broken and desecrated. Midnight migrants through my mirror. Now my mind is numb and narrow. Weeping will a wounded sparrow. Dig out Cupid's toxic arrow. You complete part of me that chooses to no longer breathe. We can never breathe when isolation breathes. Side down, bring to me, be my operator. Releasing this malice, poison and chalice, castles of fear and decay. Dance with me, man up for misery. Right away. Yeah. Rock and roll. So I don't know how much I can say before the boys get mad. But I will say the next song we're performing is going to be our next song coming out on all streaming. So, just check that shit out. You know what I'm saying? But I can't say anything else about it. That's it. That's all you get. All 500 of you. That's all you get. Or I'll have to kill you. Just kidding. I'll never do that. Or would I? Tell them what it is? Tell them what it is? Can I tell them what to do? Can everybody give me a... Hell yeah. Born of the realm, between heaven and infinity. Here's some epitome of shifting energy. Make them believe. Look around, the darkness pierces through. Standing ready to save you, an empty blue. Feel like all my fears are coming true. Tax and pay my dues 'cause I was never in control of you. Is this obsession or just vanity? Is this reflection familiar to me? Move with discretion, find your humanity. Cosmic ambience, don't miss your chance. Make them believe when they say repetition is lunacy. Adhering to superstition won't change history. Look around, the darkness pierces through. Standing ready to save you, an empty blue. Feel like all my fears are coming true. Time to pay my dues 'cause I was never in control of. Hey, dear marauder, move with the tide. Stay clear the water till sickness subsides. After a vanishing eye, don't forget sleepless minds you'll technically pay. Look around, the darkness pierces through. Standing ready to save you, an empty blue. Feel like all my fears are coming true. Time to pay my dues 'cause I was never in control of. Is this obsession or just vanity? Is this reflection familiar to me? Move with discretion, find your humanity. Cosmic ambience, don't miss your chance. Make them believe. So I know that if you do follow our band, you know the words to this next one. And I know everybody in this room should know the words to this next one, so I don't want to hear no, I didn't know. Because I know that you know, and you know that I know that you know. And there's going to be some people listening at home singing along too.
Hopefully.
Without further ado, this is our latest single, Witness Marks. I'm going to dedicate this one to HomeMade God Studio. I do that pretty much every time I perform it. And for those of you in attendance, clap along with us. Conjuring, black encompass everything, say my name. Ritual cleanse for habitual sin. Careful when you call for me. Whisper secrets through the ether. Where you thought that I bring forth in the static of your fingers. This our sentence masquerades such joy to shed its on its blade. Conjuring, black encompass everything. Hell yeah. Ritual cleanse for habitual sin. Careful when you beckon me. I've been known to fold like I'm folding laundry. Devotion called it living still. No crush for ceremony. All hell this desolate fiction, balancing our contradiction. The top of cloud of smoke and mirrors. Your vision's never been clearer. Shrouding sin, winter will just get dim. Like closing your eyes to a black sky. You can't see anything. Sensation fleeing like an earthquake. Let's make the ground split foundation shake. When you speak to me, spell out your name. Woo! Careful when you come for me, come for me. Pockets come with disillusion. Fantasies feel like foolish things. Bubbles sparkle by poison, intrusion, and location. I heard you calling my name. Living on the wings of the gospel. Compel to shift the sin instead. That there is no present death. No safety in position. My name, say my name, say my name. Come on, you do it. Say my name. Location, I heard you calling my name. Living on the wings of the gospel. Compelled to shift the sin. That there is no present death. No safety in position. Thank you. I love you guys. Who would have thought music would be fun? You guys ready? Are you guys having fun listening to the music? Would you have fun even if you weren't, because HomeMade God is awesome? water in my mouth. Y'all know the next words, or y'all know the words to this one. Words. With a reconnected hum, consequence of our breakfast ahead, outstretched arms with mercury. So soon shall be cosmic debris, magnets aligning in different directions upon detection of these infections, ignoring this splitting scene, so I can drink into these streams. Oh, used to think home is where the heart is. So glass ceilings started falling apart. Since you until everything's in its place, if I'm treading quicksand, I won't take it to this land. Here without a trace, but be down. I'm rooted like a cedar tree, and the token, the fence is broken. Tell me where I'm supposed to be. One thing's for certain, you better believe the curtains will fall just like me. Spitting from this deadly salt, ignited spirits and poison out. Colonies of rust below, through dust to close zero, dully glowing fully sediment, reminding the ball by the sediment, lifting it down with my whole game, forcing forward for the shake. Whoa, whoa, pull the wool over your eyes. No more seasons meant for you to see. Shift from autonomy to autonomy. I must take root where I'm supposed to be. Curtains will fall, better believe will drop like leaves. Please play me where it's warm and green, because I must compete with gravity. Used to think home is where the heart is. My life feeling fell apart. That's when I realized, don't pull the wool over your eyes. No more seasons left for you to see. Shift from autonomy to autonomy. But I gotta take root somewhere where it's warm and free. It's you until everything's in its place. If I'm treading quicksand, I won't take it to this land. Disappear without a trace, but me, I'm rooted like a cedar tree, ever broken. The fence is broken, stand me where I'm supposed to be. We got a couple more.
Get your Sonic everything and play them out.
We still having fun out there? TV Land has to be having fun after that. YouTube Land. Yeah, I know they are. I can feel their frequencies.
Sonic frequency. You can
Anyways, you had a Miss Kathy with an angry face, but now she's giving y'all hearts. So apparently, she's loving you guys.
Hell yeah! Thank you so much.
The sound was fucked
Thank
up
you.
at the beginning. Probably.
We write all of our own music.
I know you do.
That's a weird thing to say.
As long as she's happy.
She's our #1 Homemade God fan. Homemade God
Shout
Studio
out.
fan. Shout out to Kathy.
Shout out Candy. This next song's for Candy. Kathy, I apologize. The next 3 songs are for Kathy. I'm in a band, but I can't hear anything. Go figure. Just a fool dreaming in a palm of red hair. So many nights eager to leave the nest, head to cemeteries and quicksand. Remembering colorful lights on the grass. Half of my life has passed. Let the good times last. Crossing over my final glimpse of you. I guess nightmares do come true. Martyr for lost souls left on the outside. We can burn out and they all lose their guide. On the edge of darkness, they are waiting for a savior to appear. Whoa, it's had a special way. Take it, live it, it's so real. So I'll never throw you away. I need to know what makes you stay. Broken, we spoke a new beginning. Broken, no one's up. Bigger tightly wrapped around the fingers. Stop to feel the trigger, run away. There's nothing to say. You're the one who will never fade away. Left the door on the outside. With no more places to hide. Open wounds wide. We're the ones who truly died. From your breadcrumb trail, no way back, drive the nail. 16 candles burning now. The skies went black, you lost your love. Did I fail you? Did the shadows compel you? I wish I could tell you the hell of no farewell. You were supposed to defy the odds for those who place you among the gods. You make time stand still. Someone's never here. You caught, but no words were spoken. Let it be broken. Spoke of new beginnings, spoke of knowing go big and tiny wrapped around your fingers. But the stop to feel the trigger, run away. There's nothing to say. You're the one who will never fade away. Left the door on the outside, with no more places to hide. Open wounds wide, we truly die. We had everything. Now we're running with your name like this broken. Died like all our dreams. Adolescence of memory, burning bright like the sun out of me. Let the rain where the shadows breathe.
Dedicate that one to my Uncle Mark. I miss you, buddy.
How we guys doing?
Buy our merch. Buy.
Jawfane!
It's almost been. Has it been a whole year since we put out our first song?
Yes.
It's been a year.
September 1st, 2021.
Wow. So it's our most familiar song. We'd like to play that one for you next. I'd like to dedicate this one to our big homie Josh, who decided to show up and represent once again. Love you, dude.
Shout out, Josh.
If you summon him, he will come. It goes like this. Jawfane, anything else Josh has to do. Am I right? If you know the words, sing along with me. I've become a ghost, no bones, and I hunt alone. Walking through the walls, I can't sleep at all. Deja vu again. Deja vu again. We're sensual. Invisible. Translucent man. Thank you. Memory, another dream turned century. Violet frequency binds me to insanity. Descend from the heaven, descending to heaven, speaking in Spanish, depths of the madness. How many times have I wondered why am I so cold? Just like I feel the most, I've become a ghost, no bones, and I heart alone. Walking through the walls, I can't sleep at all. Deja vu again. Deja vu again. Visible. Translucent man. Falling through the floor into familiar air. I've been here before. Infinite nightmare. Maybe I'm nothing more than fire, Lord. Never thought I'd say those words before. Falling through the floor. I've been here before. Maybe I'm nothing more than fire, Lord. I never thought I'd say those words before. Why am I so proud? Just like I feel the most. I've become a ghost, no more, and I hunt alone. Walking through the walls, I can't sleep at all. Deja vu again. Sensual, visible, translucent man. Usually, we would be done. But we're at HomeMade God Studio. Yeah! And we got a tradition at HomeMade God Studio. Let's get it. We play an encore.
One more song! One more song!
Two more songs.
Two more songs!
But for really real, everybody that's here right now, everybody that's watching at home, this song goes out for you. I want the best for you. I love you. I don't want to go too weird with it, but thank you for listening to us and for following HomeMade God and for everything. We are nothing without everybody watching right now, everybody sitting here in attendance. Thank you.
Jawfane is a family.
Woo! That's right.
Hashtag HGS fam.
Start a new day, smile on my face, seems more convincing than playing out the place. Fall to a pole, the glitter and gold getting on the door, let me feel afraid. Then I stand tall, and my back takes to the wall. Can I remember you to help me make it through? There is where it's been, but not like where I've been. Again. No, never again. No. Woo! I need you to know that it's finally safe to go. No more clouded skies, it's our chance to run. Remember what it took to get you here. Skies are finally clear. Pour away with the darkest day. Embrace it. Be raised. You can stand tall when your back's up to the wall. That I can count on you to help me make it through. Yeah, good. And people come undone. No, So like I said, we are Jawfane from Lebanon, Tennessee. You're tuning in to HomeMade God Studio. Corey Pack on guitar, Chase Schumann on bass, and Mr. Zachary Sennett on drums. Jesse Marquez over here in the back. You can't see him, but he's here. We love you, Jesse. And I'm not important, but I want you to know I really appreciate everything. Let's get hype one last time. Stand tall, back to you. That I can count on you to help me make it through. Skies are finally clear. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the power that way on cloud nine. Milestone, drinking ball, still climbing higher. North of the rise.
to signify how much that we are taught. Because we all are from the east to west, there is no sign.
There he is.
What do you mean you get paid? Nobody heard a word she said. That was really on. Sorry, everybody. Welcome back. Was that not fucking amazing?
That was so good.
That was fucking awesome. Thank you guys.
It was pretty cool. It was pretty neat. I dug it. You got to pick a magical chair.
It's magical chair season. But before we come to
Oh
the
my god,
interview,
do I get to hang out with Jawfane?
you get to hang out with
We get to
Jawfane
hang
while
out
I
with you.
control
Oh my
everything
God.
No, we
over
get
here.
to hang out with you. Yeah, what Paul
Yeah.
said.
This is your place.
I'm so excited.
We're just happy to be here, man.
Woo!
We're
Man,
happy
you
to
guys are
have you.
so good.
We really are.
This is our home away from home. We love this place.
Oh, yeah.
We thank y'all for being here. Let me switch it. You want to see the commercial real quick, or
I don't know
Yeah.
if you want to go to a commercial. Let's
I'm
take
cool
a
with
commercial break.
let's take a commercial break real quick. Let everybody chill out.
Yeah, I like that.
How long is this break? A 3-minute commercial?
3 or 4 minute commercial. Yeah.
Okay. Here we go, everybody.
Ooh, can you turn?
Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends?
live? Have the mics been on this whole time?
Mics are on now.
Oh.
Except for mine.
They heard me talking shit this whole time.
No, actually, the mics weren't on it during the commercial break.
Welcome back, everybody. I hope you enjoyed our awesome commercial break. And we are sitting here live with Jawfane.
Hello.
I feel like Jesse should be over here.
Yeah, Jesse, what are you doing over there? Come
Yeah.
on, buddy.
Come on,
We
bro.
need the fifth Beatle over here.
Get over there, Jesse. Get over there.
So they're bringing Jesse. In case you guys didn't know, this is Jesse.
Jesse's our fifth Beatle.
You just gotta find
Come
a...
sit,
there, you're
go sit
good.
next to Corey. You're
Yeah, you
perfect.
sit right here.
Yeah, move the bench over. Go sit. Yeah, just make yourself at home.
Hey, man.
There you go.
There we go.
Gotta
So
have all
I
of us.
love that you guys kind of have adopted HomeMade God Studio as like a second home away from home type thing.
I really appreciate that, guys.
We love
Thank
it here.
you. This is your second home.
Well,
If y'all want to come up here, just give me a call.
the thing is that, you know, when Corey and I initially, you know, came to Deliciously Nothing, when it was, you know, the
Yeah.
you and Rev,
Yeah.
whenever you guys were doing the thing, that was the first time we were ever on something of yours. So it's like, whenever you got the studio built and you started having bands playing, I was super excited to come back here.
Oh, thank you.
And I'm super glad that like it is the way it is, and that you have the bands that you have come on here, like Convalescent, Fargo Strut, like all these bands that you
We
have.
haven't had Fargo Strut yet.
Well,
we really
you need to.
would.
You need to have them on.
I want them here.
Bring 'em
I've
on.
asked someone once.
We
and
did
they
have
said,
Newfound Me. It's because Eli's in a million different bands.
That's
So
right.
Yeah, that's
Eli's
if you
busy
see
guy.
Eli
Yeah.
on
That's
there,
what I
it's like, oh, well, Eli.
Shout out to Eli.
We have had Eli here, though. Yeah, with
Yeah.
You Found Me.
I love Eli. He's like my favorite bass player in the whole wide world.
Dang, shots fired. Shots fired.
You're my favorite. Don't leave. Don't leave. You're my favorite bass player.
It's because he's my bass player.
All right, I'll give you
I'll tell you loyalty.
I'll tell you something about Chase.
Loyalty.
Chase as a bass player is that he's probably the most rehearsed dude in the room.
And super fun to watch. Like,
Yeah.
you are so energetic. And
He practices that too. I am a different person when I get up there. I'm normally a really timid,
I don't believe it.
kind. I mean, I'm goofy. I'm a goofy guy sometimes.
Can I tell on you, or is that not okay right now? He does fine until a girl he thinks is pretty walks up, like every other guy on earth. That's the truth of the matter.
Now that would be accurate about a year and a half ago. I've changed.
Now you're soulless, huh?
We're in stage 3 Chase. This isn't even his final form. We're in
This-
stage,
oh,
stage
no.
3 Chase.
Okay. All right.
Well, that just means you have to go out and talk to more girls. The more girls you talk to, the more confidence you build.
Or play bass.
Or
Do you-
play bass.
Do you know how
Pick
hard?
Pick one.
Yeah,
Do you know
just
how
play
hard
bass.
it is to convince a lady that she's also gonna have to be in a relationship with these assholes?
Yeah, that's true.
Although,
Fair
That's
That
although-
sounds difficult.
although,
It's facts. If you're involved with any musician, you are involved with their band.
Shout out to all our SOs.
Well, no, we all, but to be honest, we all lived, with the sole exception of Chase's daughter wasn't with us, but we all did live in a house together in Gallenberg for like 4 days, like with
Yeah.
our wives
Yeah.
and our kids. Like,
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
that is something that has happened. That was a real growing experience. Like, it's one thing to like go to practice and be smelly after work, like me and Paul are good for, like that's kind of like the mainstay. But like, it's another thing to like wake up and like, oh, you're here. You know what I mean? Like,
Or going to sleep and, oh, you're still awake.
yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if I'm the only person in the room that feels this way about that, but like that was probably the best time I had with you guys so far.
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
Same.
And it's
We're
like-
family.
And it's like even whenever, you know, even when it was the crowd pleaser days, like still Gatlinburg trip with all of us, all the significant others, like the kids too, like that was probably the most fun I've had in a band experience. And like, you know, touring was a thing in, you know, you and I's life at one point. So it's like there's a lot of stories and stuff like that we have, but at the same time
That was everybody.
making the new memories with these guys.
Yeah.
Because like I have history with these two, and then Paul over here, the amazingness right here, like
The
I mean,
amazingness.
Paul was the last piece.
The
to the
I
puzzle.
won't dive Paul's crap, but it's pretty easy to say that Paul has had it the roughest, and Simone, when he joined the band, was like, he was fucking cursed there for a while.
Absolutely.
We won't dive his shit too much, but I understand, like, Paul has to work a little harder than the rest of us in the idea of, like, trying to get from A to B sometimes.
Yeah.
And
Most
it's no
definitely.
fault of his own. So like that's worth stating. But Paul, if you want, dude, hit him with the announcement, bro. It's one song that we came here to celebrate.
Wait a
So,
minute. We don't have the drum. You put the drum away.
So yeah, it's official. We're working on our first official EP release.
Yay!
Finally. Finally, I was gonna ask when that was coming out.
Hey, and we'll actually be a band when the EP comes out, so that'd be nice.
Oh, that's a joke. But like I don't want to give away too many surprises. There's some really cool things planned, but like there's 2 more things coming. I'll leave it like that. And I mean, not that they're big things, but they're things we do. We're real proud of like the things we put out together and the things we do ourselves.
If you heard us live, you've heard the songs.
Yeah, if you've live, you've heard the songs. And then next year at some point, we won't promise when because good things take time. I hope everyone understands that.
Good things
But
come
you
to
will
those
next
who
year in
wait.
2023 have an EP out of Jawfane. You will finally have a collective of songs.
We're actively in the studio working on that, and it's sounding
That's exciting.
next level. Yeah, it really is.
I'm so happy for y'all.
We've evolved.
The thing is that...
Well, you continue to evolve. It's just really great to watch it here in studio.
Well, the thing is that like having our own studio, like Corey produces. Well, I mean Jesse does too, but it's Corey does all of the major producing for our songs. Like we don't go to somebody to get recorded. We record in his office space.
And for the record, like, 'cause I had a few people ask at the Cobra show how long I'd been at it. I've been at it for as long as the band's existed.
Yep.
I bought a laptop because I wanted to track it myself. I figured we could do that much and we'd send it off to Mix, which is what we did for Apparition. Thank you, Chase Michael.
Shout out Chase Michael.
But when we got further down the line, we as look at us, right? Anybody knows this on a certain personal list. We're kind of control freaks. I'm not gonna say we're not real ones, but we're kind of
all of us.
All of us. So like we wanted to do it ourselves. So I just kind of like read every YouTube vid. And I learned the entirety of what I did in about 18 months on YouTube.
Yeah, it took him about 6 months to finish Apparition, and now it's about a month, and we get something that we're satisfied with.
Yep.
And that's
Dare you say proud?
very proud.
Oh yeah.
Very, very proud.
Oh yeah.
Because even
own
even
that.
Yeah.
like
Oh,
even
yeah.
the
I love showing our music off.
even the rough stuff that like we wouldn't release, it still sounds really good. It sounds
It's still better than where we came from.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm really proud of these dudes. I really like how far we've come. Not only as a band, but as a family. Like we promote brotherhood pretty hard as the 5 of us. And it's like,
But you take that to your crowd too.
Exactly.
You can see that, and then when you give your message to the crowd, because I know you always speak to the crowd and say, if you guys are having a hard time, call us up, and I know that you're 100% like for real about that.
It's part of why we do it.
Yeah,
It's like a communion.
But it's like you guys put all of that love that you've built with each other, and you put it out to the world.
Of course. I mean,
and that's just amazing.
I wouldn't be in any type of project with anybody else.
Same.
As far as like an active project the way we are right now. Like I don't mind collabing, but like this is
our
my
mainstay. This is our mainstay.
This right here is my life.
And
at the end of the day, like
I'm dying Jawfane.
Yeah,
exactly.
no, it really, and even more than that is like anybody who keeps up with the music business, I guess, you need a plan, and like some of the fun conversations we have are the planning. Because maybe we get there, maybe we don't. Like even for 2022, I'd say, guys, it's probably fair to say we got like 85% of what we thought when we started attacking it.
Yeah.
Which is more than that's pretty solid like take on return, but also that like bands like that don't do that. I've never been in a band like I've been in Jawfane. I've been in a lot of bands.
Yeah.
So
but you guys collectively learn together. Like when you were talking earlier before the show even started, y'all have jobs.
Yeah.
Y'all have duties that y'all have assigned, and everyone's in charge of something different. And you just moved the jobs around,
Yeah.
So I think that's just, you're more than a band, you're a team.
Yeah.
You're a team working together.
You have to
And I
be.
think that's what makes you guys so successful in everything you're doing.
Oh yeah,
awesome.
I agree. And honestly, like, I try to be as humble as I can be about it. Like there's a certain part of it that you definitely take to your heart and you feel proud about it. But at the same time, I don't want to come off to anybody as we think that we're better than you, because we know we're not.
Oh,
and there's plenty of people in the scene that are doing it better than us. There's plenty of people, just in music in general, that know what they're doing.
Well, and that's facts. But at the same time, in being humble, you should still hold your head up high and be proud
Exactly.
of what you are accomplishing, how you're doing it, and every step is a learning process. The DIY music scene is like my favorite because we all learn together. I mean, you guys, I ordered merch off of the site you suggested. You know?
Nice.
I was like, oh my god.
And that's something else that we should do is like members of the community is like in certain ways, no, we shouldn't share A, B, and C, absolutely. And we kind of know what those things are without saying them.
Yeah.
But like, I have zero issue with telling people where I get my stuff.
Yeah.
Like Rogue Planet Mastering, for anybody who wants to know who masters our stuff, go to Mike, dude. He's
Mike
sweet.
Killigan.
Mike Killigan, he's one of the coolest dudes
That's
on
supporting those businesses that you support. You know, that's keeping them in business.
Yeah. And if you don't know who Mike Killigan is, he is the guy that produced all your favorite emo records as a kid.
Yep.
Thursday, Coheed and Cambria, Say Sin Bust the Fall. He's even done John Legend. Like he's done a lot of pop stars and stuff like that. Like he's.
It's not cheap, but we don't. That's
Not
nothing we
cheap.
don't skimp
Nope.
on the quality. Like, yeah, we're DIY. So, do we go buy a $5,000 piece of gear every time we do a project? Absolutely not.
No, not at all.
But like when we do pay for things, we do pay, and we have no fear of that. Like when we, that's another thing that people gotta get over is like, you know, you got a friend with a camera or this, that, and the other. You pay them.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Like that is something we gotta wrap our heads around in this particular business, and we know it. So when we go for quality, and we don't mind paying for it. We actually delay things over the lack of being able to put the quality.
Which goes back to the control freak thing.
Yeah,
too.
which goes back to the control freak thing. Yep.
And it's also a bit of perfection in OCD too, because it's like we all know what the quality bar is, and we know what it takes to get there. And
why are you
now,
gonna put out something that you know you can just hold out a little bit longer?
It's not just like the quality bar. Like it's a fucking Mendoza line. It's our own.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
our own.
Exactly.
What we think quality content.
Absolutely. Which is standards. You gotta have standards.
Yeah.
But to talk about the EP and such, it will be next year. One of the things I want to say about it is that we really thought long and hard about the songs that will be on it, or I guess I should say have the potential to be on it. But some of them will probably be some of the most personal material you've heard of us. Specifically, Paul, go for it.
I got one for the EP. I finally got to write some riffs that he struggled with.
Yeah,
that's my personal goal.
Nice.
Because he's the guy that's all like, hey, look at this, wheelie, and I'm over here like, so we're whole noting this. Got it. And I in the next adventure that we're doing, I finally got one on him.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it took him doing a 6/4 riff.
Yeah, handwriting 6/4.
I can
You guys' time signatures just blow me away sometimes.
Dude, I love the fact that we changed like tempo and all that stuff a lot too.
So like there are two things that lead to this cause one
They like
is
making it easy for me.
No, I mean, part of that is like Paul. For the record, and Zach, you talk from Paul and Chase are probably the most like left field, right field of music listeners in our band.
I agree.
Me and Zach are much more to the middle lane of like mainstream metalcore for most of our tastes, to be honest.
Yep.
Like,
shout out to the new Devil Wears Prada album.
shout out
gold.
to the new Devil Wears Prada album. Anyway, so like when that said, like when we write things like that are like that, I have Zach over here who's king of tempo change as a drummer, which is an awesome feature.
Yep.
And I got 4 years of music theory in me from Cumberland University #Lebanon. And so like when you put all of us in a room together, we have not only the know-how to make the chord structures make sense for someone who's going to sing over them, we also have somebody who can actually play the weird tempo changes and feels that we want. And I've got a bass player who sits with. He's got 6 pedals on his board now, guys. We have an issue, DEFCON 2, not calling it DEFCON 1 yet, DEFCON 2, and bass player has bought too much. But
no, I haven't. It's not enough.
It's like he's trying to be heard or something. I'm just not with it.
We just need to get him to a frequency where it's just you can feel it, but you can't hear it.
Yeah. Bass players should be seen and not heard.
Whoa.
Although I will.
Just kidding. I'm
Shout
just
out to
kidding.
bass
Wow.
players
Just
out
kidding.
there.
I used to play bass in a band,
Hashtag
believe it or
cancel.
not.
No.
I know where you live, Paul.
I don't know.
I love a good bass player. That was just a
Bass
joke.
players do get a lot of love
Shout out to
around
Pete
Nashville.
Steele.
Oh, dude, Pete Steele.
Yeah.
I know each other
Yeah,
well.
I feel the love,
Miranda,
Chase.
but-
In case you guys don't know,
Oh,
I
they
love
know.
Pete Steele.
Oh, come on.
You know,
I love Pete Steele.
I love Pete Steele.
I know you know us well, but is there anything you want to know about us that you don't know?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Whoa.
Because we've talked about a lot of
Whoa,
things that some
friends.
people
We're
might
sorry.
When did you start questioning me?
Keita's not here.
We're
Okay,
prompting.
You can't talk about Peter Steele and then ask me a question.
Everybody, what's your favorite typo song? I'd be the only one who would.
Seriously, okay. So, like, I'm really into, like, the doomy stuff, right? Like, I love doomy. So, like, the typo, I saw Windhand this week, right? And here I make this concert calendar every day, right? I'm always putting these shows out, and I didn't know fucking Windhand was in town. And Windhand is, like, my top 4. You know, like, they're, like, 3. Yeah, like, period. My most played on Spotify goes Sabbath, Typo Negative, Windhand, Oceans of Slumber, okay? Didn't know they were in town. Have you ever... I went down there and I got a ticket. I walked in there and I was like, tell me you have 1 ticket. She's like, we have 5 tickets. I'm like, you have 4 tickets. But I got to see Windhand, and then I spent a bunch of money on merch because I didn't know when I'm going to see them again. Right. You know? But they're like one of my favorite bands. What band would you like absolutely have to go see, and you wouldn't care if it was sold out, but you would like obsess until you got to see them?
That's a good one.
Well, let's go first.
Let me go first.
Go first.
I don't ever go first. I want to go first. So, I think once upon a time I probably would have just been like, oh, Deftones, easy one. But I've seen them a few times now, and I'd like to take it back to a band I haven't got to see yet, and it would definitely be Thou. If Thou was in town, they're from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. They're mean, they're heavy, they're doomy, they're sludgy, they're dirty, they're nasty, they're almost incomprehensibly just a wall of sound. And if Thou was in town, I would literally do whatever it took to go see them. Or King Woman. Chris S. Ferrandari. She's got a couple projects out there, but King Woman for sure. I would sell personal items to go see her live.
That's how I felt about it.
Yeah.
I would've
Windhand
sold
would
my
probably be my
arm.
3rd or 4th,
Take my
but I
arm.
still missed it.
Just chop it off. All right, good answer. Thou.
Thou, 100%.
You want me to go?
Go, Zach. What you got?
All right.
THOU.
So here's the deal, okay? Everybody who knows me, if you know me well, not even if you know me well, if you know me at all, you know who my favorite band is. Everybody at once.
Under Oath.
Okay, so now that we got that out of the way. Now, if you are an Under Oath fan, you know who Dallas Taylor is, and Dallas Taylor is their original vocalist, and he is in a band called Maylene and the Sons of Disaster. He was in an ATV accident back in like 2017, basically like a similar story to The Ghost Inside, you know, tragedy afoot, and then him recovering. We didn't think he was ever going to get in music again. I'll be damned. Maylene and the Sons of Disaster is back in 2022. That right there, that is a band that I never thought I would ever be able to see live ever again, and I'm so fucking stoked. I really want to go see them, and if I ever get the chance to, they come in town, I'm dropping everything, even if we got a show. I will drop. I'll be like, guys, I came down with the flu, and Dallas Taylor's the one that gave it to me.
We're not that dumb.
Johnny almost shut us down tonight because he heard Pearl Jam was in town.
Oh no!
For good reason.
Oh
Yeah,
man!
yeah. If
So
I'd have known, we
I
would
almost
be
went with
here.
them.
We would have been at Pearl Jam.
mine's
you.
pretty obvious for you guys.
He said he loves Pearl Jam.
Yeah, oh, he better say he loves Pearl Jam. I thought he said fuck Pearl Jam.
Yeah, fuck Eddie Vedder.
It's what happens when you got 3 pieces of headphones in your ear trying to make sure everything sounds good. When you're listening to y'all live, everything's not right now. So it's messing me up.
Chase,
I'm sorry about that.
do
Love
you
you,
have
Chase.
anything
I'm like
to
the
say
only one in the
about
band that doesn't
Pearl
wear
Jam?
earplugs, so I feel you.
But my one is pretty obvious to the guys. Thanks, Paul. Don Broco.
Yeah.
From the UK. Me and the wife have plans next year to go. They're doing a headlining run to North America, like just whenever. Like if they come close, like I drive 8 hours.
I'm sneaking into the back of his car.
Yeah, and if you've never listened to Don Broco, if that's a new word you're hearing for the first time, it's a fun band. Like in the sense,
fun.
I as a younger guy was like the everything is dark and everything is like sad and blah
I
blah
like it
blah.
dark.
Everything was like it's cool as an older person to listen to music and be able to enjoy the fun of something. Like some of their songs are deep, like How Are You Done with Existing, for instance, is rather dark piece for them. But like in general, man, it reminds me of like having a good time playing guitar. And aside, dude, if you ever hear this, understand like you're my hero, dude. Like you showed up to Abbey Road as a British man with a Marshall amp in a PRS made in America, in baggy sweatpants and a shirt 3 times too big, and I will honor that for the rest of my life. When Prince's video, if anyone wants to confirm that, it was beautiful. Nothing but American-made crap. As I play my orange amp, I don't know. Maybe it sounds better in over on the other side of the line. I don't know.
Jessels?
I want to see the Proto Man, damn it.
Oh,
Man, I got into them. I got into them a little too late, and just I can't reach any of the shows that they're doing. It's so sad. I'll buy all the merch. I gotta see them once, and I'll wait. I'll wait my entire life for that third album.
Oh my god, me too.
It's the new milestone. It was the Tool album, and then it's the Proto Men now. I need that. I need that.
What you got, Chase?
So I have.
Don't you dare say a product has made it in it.
No, but I have two. One of them is simple.
Taylor Swift?
No, Gojira.
Taylor Swift?
No. Yeah.
I would go see T Swift.
Taylor Swift?
No. No, but Gojira would definitely be the first one because those guys, their tone, and I have seen them live once, but I need to see that again.
Okay, fair.
And the other one would probably have to be Lorna Shore. They're doing great things right now, and I got to meet Will Ramos when we saw him, and you're a beautiful boy. And they're actually playing, I think, in October.
Yeah.
And I just know you won't see me on that day as well.
Jawfane's gonna play the same night as the Lorna Shore show.
No, we're not.
That's something worth noting. I hope that the answers showcase like how weird it is to be in our band because we all have very extreme tastes.
Yeah.
Just based on that simple line of what's your favorite band you want to go see live.
Yeah.
Like it makes.
And that's right now. I mean, tomorrow it could have been something completely different.
You
Absolutely.
should have been there when we went to pick the songs that could make the EP.
Oh man.
Yeah, right. Like we're all sitting there with like our we'll call it a dozen-ish.
Yeah, we almost have like 12 songs.
And we picked down to a number, and I won't go into that since we picked down a number. We like had to vote, and I really had to go find God, and like, you know.
I know that pain.
Yeah.
I know that pain. That's why I make my guitar player pick our set list because I can't do it.
I couldn't narrow down Sabbath songs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I would want to do literally every song.
So we're doing this Exit In show, right? 30-minute set.
Oh man, how do you know?
We've never played a 30-minute set. We are literally doing 5 songs.
Yeah.
5 songs. I didn't want to pick this.
Now, Paul, tell her about our set list process.
So, the way it is now or the way it used to be?
Way it is now.
So the way, well, I guess I kind of do need to backtrack a little bit. The way it used to be is Paul would pick the songs based on how Paul's voice was feeling for those show
It's
runs.
important.
Yeah, it's very important.
It's very important.
Vocal health.
That's why I let Jay pick our songs because he knows that I need to warm up. He's not going to just get up there and be like, "This, you're singing Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath first."
Yeah, I feel that. So,
I mean, I'll do it.
the way it is now, though, when we had our last meeting, I was like, hey, Jesse, you need more jobs. Let's put more on Jesse. So I suggested Jesse make the set list for tonight, and that was my favorite set list I've ever performed with Jawfane. I want you to know that. Like,
You smooth talker.
Yeah.
And for the record, from the guitar point of view, is the most complicated.
Yeah.
I love opening with Jesse.
Yeah, like
Such
that
a
was
good song,
that was
actually.
something that we gave when we give the freedom of the set list. We don't take into account how hard it'll be able to pull off. That's my job.
Right.
Like that's Chase's job. That's Paul's job. Like that's the gimmick. Like when you get the set list, so you kind of get to have your way with it. And sometimes that means creating things that we don't have, like some of the backtrack things that we have to make. Like when you did Shadowwork and a Shapeshifter for whatever show that was,
Dude, that was
I had to make
that
a
was
whole new backtrack for the
Yeah.
opening of the show.
Yeah.
And that just kind of is what it is. It's my job.
But it makes your show have a little more variety sometimes.
Yeah.
And in the case of the synth stuff, I'll talk to Touch. That like the band intended to have 2 guitar players at first. I wrote the whole first set of songs based around that idea.
Yeah.
And then like we just kind of found each other and decided we didn't need nobody else. No offense to nobody else. We love all of you dearly. But
I didn't make the cut
the
either.
backtrack kind of helps us, kind of fills in some of the stuff that we would do with either a keyboard player or another guitar player. It just kind of makes it simpler.
Oh yeah.
Well, I think you guys got it dialed in pretty well, and every time I see you, you're doing something different and better. So I know that it's always constantly just an evolution
Thank you.
of more greatness. It's like I'm gonna do this better today. Oh, guys, we could tweak this. Let's try and do this.
And
I feel like there's a lot of yes-anding in your group versus no.
Yeah.
yeah, no, we're all about to work.
We don't do no.
And to kind of maybe blow your mind maybe a little bit, guys, I want to ask you a question and then one of you answer because I think I know the answer. When was the last time we were in a room together, all of us, and it wasn't a show?
It's been a couple months.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been 2 or 3
But we all
months.
talk to each other like every day.
We
like,
haven't done a live rehearsal in about 3 months.
Yeah.
Scheduling, like we all have big
We're
boy
so busy.
jobs, like we have kids, we've got things that happen. So I understand that like we could probably do this all better.
Yeah.
It's a short stick. So we actually aligned our lives essentially to have 1 day a week off together. That starts literally this weekend.
Yep.
So like
That's
yeah,
awesome.
like and we were stoked. Like it kind of finally like lined up. I got a better job at a better spot. Not the same company, but like
The big same.
yeah. So like we kind of made it so like we had this 1 day a week where we have that as our job. Like whether that be we got to go shoot a music video or we've got to go record a song or yo we really need to go to practice or whatever. Because writing takes place for us either in the live room or in the studio now. Like it's kind of like whatever we need to do. Yeah, I understand. Like it is a lot virtual sometimes. We have a group chat that's like pretty insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not a day that goes by that somebody in our band isn't talking to somebody in our band for X amount of time, and it's usually at some point one of us has talked to some of us, you know, if that makes sense. Like, I'd say
I
there
talk
isn't.
to my band almost every day.
Like, there's really not a day that somebody in the band doesn't hear from someone else in the band.
Yeah. I mean, your family. If you don't talk to each other for a day, it's like.
I talk to them more than my family, though. Like,
Yeah.
is the thing. Like, they've become my closer
Well,
family. Yeah, I mean, like.
I talk to everybody in this room more than I talk to my family.
Fair enough.
No, and even more than that is when you don't have time. Like for instance, for the guys know, since May of this year, I've left the band notifications on mute.
Yeah.
It used to stress me out when problems would occur. I'm that kind of human. Just to be honest, like I learned to just deal with the band when I had time to deal with it. So like maybe I got 10 minutes at work. Like okay, I'll go through and see what's happening. I'll dive and do my votes where I need to, or give my 2 cents where I need to, or throw my new idea out there. And other times, like last night, guys, you probably didn't hear from me after 6 p.m.
Yeah.
Like real talk, and that's the day before the show. Like literally, I got home, I was in rough shape, I didn't feel good. I got home from work, and I pretty much told the wife like, "Hey, I'm going to sleep."
We usually chat during work hours. Like when all of us are at work, we'll send messages. Once people are at home, we kind of like mellow it out.
I'm probably the only one that doesn't do a lot of the chatting at work because I don't always get a chance to. So sometimes my replies are always, I might see the messages, but I always got to wait till later before I could reply to them.
And there's times that I do that, and I'll open it up, and I'll forget to respond, like, when I do have time. So, like, later I'll go back, and I'll be like, oh, there's, like, 5 things in this chat from 2 days ago that are pertaining to something that I need to answer about, whether it's recording or performing or whatever. And
we don't let it go 5 days.
Well, not
No, we don't go
literally,
5
but,
days.
but, you know, like, it's
I'm not saying who, but someone in my band. It's a few hours, then it's like, hey.
There was a period of time not too long ago that I was working 2 jobs, and then this band is kind of like another job, so I didn't really sleep much.
Yeah.
Well,
1000%
it's like-
get that.
Well, it's like today, like we did it to ourselves. Like we had plans to play every DIY promoter we could find from March to here, and after we played GSM, the list we had when we started in March, which is growing because there's no more people now.
Yeah, absolutely.
But every place we intended to hit, we would have. Mission accomplished for 2022.
So GSM is, you're just checking it off the list. So tomorrow.
Not even like checking off the list. More like getting to know everybody.
Yeah.
Like my thing is,
It's a good
like,
opportunity for networking.
Absolutely.
Of course, absolutely.
And then the other bit with that is like get like I know
those
that
guys are great.
We showed up to a scene that kind of had its clicks, if you will.
Oh, I know. I know all about that.
Right. So like, on that token,
Dwayne is amazing, though. Dwayne is a wonderful guy.
But on that token is like we kind of live on our own little islands, if that's not apparent already. So like when we went to like meet these other people, it's like okay, let's not just assume what we heard was bad or good or whatever. Let's just go in and like however they treat us, however they treat us. So like in some cases that has won us a lot of battles. We've definitely played some cool shows that we wouldn't have. Like I couldn't believe we were playing in Van Torres' backyard for her birthday. Like you know, like just like random crap like that. All the way to like there's some places where like I mean, like, I'm not sure if they're really in it for the work, if that makes sense.
That was the only time we've ever played with a grindcore band.
Yeah,
because
I love grindcore.
Torsion, shout out to Torsion, they're local.
I love grindcore.
They were awesome.
But
they were scary awesome.
Like one of my first favorite bands ever when I started getting into metal was Dying Fetus. And I was just like, they were at the first metal show that I got to see live. It was Dying Fetus, Monstrosity, and Cataclysm. Jeez. And I was sold on metal from that day forward.
It just sounds like incredible.
It was. I was like 16. It was like 1996 when I saw those guys.
I went to my first concert at 4.
Nice.
And I've probably been to more concerts than everyone in this room combined. Not trying to brag, I just grew up at an amphitheater. Like,
yeah, that's
music has
fucking
been
badass.
my whole life.
Yeah. Well, music was my whole life growing up, and then I left, and like it was never the same. Like the music scene wasn't the same.
I definitely feel that.
But now that I'm here, I'm going to shows all the time. Obviously, I'm always at shows.
I see you like literally every post. You're at a show almost every night. I live vicariously through you sometimes because I don't have the scheduling, but
it's kind of like you were saying, like it's good networking. I moved here a year ago. I was a complete stranger.
Where are you from?
I moved here from the Seattle area, but I'm from Texas.
Ooh, where from Seattle?
Like I lived at First and Pine Street for about 5-6 years, but the last place I lived was Auburn, Washington, when I bought a place. And it was
I did some time in Puyallup.
I know Puyallup. We were neighbors. Auburn, Puyallup was right there. But yeah, so I moved here a little over a year ago, and I was a stranger. And now look, I hang out with bands like you.
And you are in a band.
I'm in a band, a couple bands. And then same thing with like the jobs, right? I had to, even today, I just had an epiphany. I was like, I really need to think of the one-off shows that I do solo as just another band. Like that's, and then maybe I can get it more organized.
Yeah.
It's just so weird to live in a city where, as a musician, you guys just stay busy.
Yeah. I mean, that's the name of the game. Like, if you're not busy, you're doing something wrong.
Show must go on, always.
Always. There's always room for improvement.
Well, and there's always something to do.
Like, always something to do.
The internet kind of made it so that we're always tied to the entertainment aspect of our job. Whether that's a 30-second TikTok or like that's a 15-minute interview about like the deepest, darkest secrets of your life, like that's still all based around the entertainment value, and like those things are demanded of us more now as musicians than they've ever been.
Yeah.
And on the daily in some cases.
We care an awful lot about making sure that the quality of our entertainment, not just the music, the visuals, the videos, the promotion, like we want it all to be cohesive to Jawfane and appealing to multiple audiences and be successful in multiple audiences, because that's not easy to do these days though.
But if I could almost, not to speak for everybody at once, but you tell me if I fuck it up, but I think that we wrote music for us.
Like, and that's what it ultimately needs to be about.
Yeah.
Well, and I mean, but in general, music's not made for us, as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
If you know a plot hole that made me love any band as much as I love Don Broco again, like just tell me what the name of the band is, like I'll dive it. But all the same, like I think that's why sometimes like we have a weirder vibe sometimes, I think, because we don't make music for like, I don't know, for the crowd, to be honest. Like, sometimes it's kind of selfish in that regard. Like, we do make it for us and the fun factor and, like, the things we think are cool. Yeah. And then we just kind of hope on the back end that, like, somebody else enjoys it.
But that's what makes you genuine and unique and gives you your brand. You know, you guys do things that no other band is going to do. You aren't trying to mimic. You aren't trying to copy. You know, you can have influences, and that's great. You know, things that can influence ideas, but you aren't like, oh, that's a great idea, and I'm going to do it. You know, it's like you guys do it your own way, and you make it your own. Yeah. And that's important because your audience is going to see that. You have some of the best merch I've ever seen.
Thank you.
I
take a lot of pride. I take a lot of pride in that.
That's all.
Thank you.
No, and that's another thing is like, so like got lucky maybe. So like Zach's always been good at booking.
Yeah.
Like I've gotten really lucky being drunk in the right place a couple times along the way, but you know that's how we ended up playing with Saving Abel a long time ago. But also like we got lucky with Paul. Like as like if it's like if Paul's the new guy, then like first things first, like everything Paul has ever told me he could do musically, he actually can do, like 1 for 1. And then 2 is like Paul can also do like the designs you see. Like, and that's not just that. Like, Paul makes about 95% of all of our visual art, or in almost exclusively on his own. Like, he kind of like dives his own lyrics and has a good time. And then we get options, sometimes different colors or shades or whatever. But like,
I do that. I'm like, here guys, pick these.
But also even with like,
and it's all good, you know.
That is a spider.
Granddaddy.
Big old daddy long
I'm
legs.
terrified of spiders, even daddy long legs. But don't touch him. He's climbing. I don't want him on me.
Oh, we heard what you said. You heard you talking shit.
That is
Are y'all playing another set, or are we just doing this interview?
I think we're just doing this interview.
Okay, perfect.
I'm out of here.
He said nope.
Okay, guys, seriously. I am afraid of spiders. But I know that daddy long legs is not going to hurt me.
Isn't it weird to think, I know like this is like sidetracked, but isn't it weird to think that it takes are related to spiders and scorpions. That they're arachnids. That's just a weird thing.
Wait, really?
Yeah, true story.
True story. I didn't know that.
Yeah, you learned something new today.
No, I didn't.
Knowledge is power. Everybody say it.
Knowledge is power.
If you take away anything from this interview, those who watch it, knowledge is power.
If Skillshare is not the most powerful learning tool on earth, then YouTube is. Like, it's just at your fingertips.
I would say YouTube is. Skillshare is too expensive. No offense to Skillshare. And no offense to anybody that uses Skillshare.
Yeah.
But you can learn it all on YouTube, probably. Just saying.
Try hard enough. Look hard enough.
YouTube is the poor man's
But
Skillshare.
what I was getting at earlier, we're talking about Paul's job, is like watching people grow in their jobs. Like where what Paul started with as his start point for Apparition, like the actual art for Apparition, to where we've gotten with the merch and all that. Like that's a huge leap, and like watching each of us do those things inside of our jobs is really cool. Because like other than being like my favorite people to play music with, like you're also people I like. We all want to see each other grow inside our own roles. Like. Not to talk too much about your craft again, but like Paul gets commissions now to do artwork. Like that's something he actually gets. Like Zach has Jabberjaw. He came in one day and said, "Yeah, I want to start a podcast." And I said, "Y'all, a band I never had a podcast that I've seen, so let's try a new idea." Yeah. You know what I mean? Like let's just make an extension of our band. Like Chase and Jesse are working on something very special that I won't dive too much.
Since me and Jesse are both heading this project, and I'm not gonna say too much about what we have up our sleeves, but.
Here's a sneak peek at what's hiding up their sleeves.
Needless to say, it'll be somewhat long, but
it'll be long.
Yeah, hit it. All right, in the comments, please put that's what she said to Chase. I need that. I need to see that.
Everyone.
Put the fire emojis. Poop. I don't care. Just that needed that anyway. But be on the lookout also. In 2023 for some very interesting things from the Jawfane side.
2023, there will be some long things from Jawfane.
Yeah, not big things, long things. But if I could give a shout out to somebody who tried something different, Left to Suffer put out something really cool. Deathcore band, metalcore band, sorry, from Atlanta. They did an audiobook based around their EP, which was their EP was a concept for like the 7 stages of grief. So, like, doing things like that are extensions of your own art are things that we're now trying our hand at.
Yeah. I'm super excited about everything we've got in the works. Like, music is music. People are going to interpret the way they want to, but just know that the music that we're putting out, it's some of the most meaningful stuff that we've ever done, I think, maybe in our musical careers.
It will be. That's the point of it.
Yeah.
Like, the point is, and I'm not to, like, get grandiose about it too much, but, is to create a definitive Jawfane collection of songs, and some of those songs will require that we are very honest about who we look at, and are very honest about the things we've gone through, and looking at each other and understanding that, like, not that it's necessarily going to be okay, but that it's real and that it happened and that we should talk about it.
Yeah.
Like, I can't promise a happy ending.
And is that the message you want your audience to take away?
Is more of like, not necessarily, but like, maybe actually, now I'm sitting thinking about it, is that like that it might not, like it may suck, dude. Like, and we'll take a short version of this example. Like, you go to work sucks, and maybe that's pretend works your whole life though.
Yeah.
Like, some people are like that. What I want you to do is assess the world around you and break it. On a realistic level, I don't need you to go watch the Disney Channel and wish on a star. I need you to go tell your boss I'm getting a new job. I need you to tell your kids you love them. Those kinds of things. Like, the things that are hard for me that I'm getting emotional about here.
Yeah.
Those kinds of things, because like that's what we're trying to do, is like that cycle that you think you're in that you have to contribute to for whatever reason you don't.
Yeah.
And I hope that some of the songs that we put out like help people realize that even if it was 5 people, I feel like I've done my job for my entire damn life.
Yeah, I agree, and also adding to that, it's nice to see people pick up on that perspective as well, though. Like, yeah, music is interpretable, but like, whenever somebody gets it from our point of view, that's whenever we're like, okay, they're dialed in. They know what we're about, and they know what's expected when they hear this.
Yeah.
And the next couple singles that we do before the EP, Shapeshifter and Eurydice, like Shapeshifter is a really tough song to listen to if you know the context of which it's written. Like, Paul wrote a song about his illness. And, you know, it's fun to do the whole howl thing at the beginning, and, you know, it's a shapeshifter concept with the werewolf and all that, but at its core, it's about Paul. Paul wrote, you know, about how he doesn't feel the way he used to. I'm not going to talk, you know,
He'll be back in
for
a minute.
him, but like it's just, and you really see it as a love song for him and his wife Brittany, you know, and it's beautiful. You know, I love playing that song. I love listening to it.
It's my personal favorite.
It's
honestly.
the thing is that I'm actually enjoying the music that we're writing, and that's a first for me. You know, no hate or anything to any of the bands I've ever been in, but like this band, I really feel like not just me, but Corey and Chase, we've honed in on a lot. Like, we've learned a lot from being in Crowd Pleaser and like doing that bit, and just to see the growth of these two, and even Jesse. Like, Jesse was kind of in and out during that, but like, I'm super proud of these guys and how far they've come.
One thing about Jesse, I just want to say he started off as Flamingo Guy.
True story. That's what his name was in my phone for a long time. For a long time.
I feel you. I'm married to the Cowbell King.
But Jesse, one of Jesse's main jobs is that when he can, Jesse's there when I start the mix, because anybody who does this knows, once you start it, you kind of find the vibe of it.
Yeah.
And Jesse's kind of like my vibe line. Like, because I'm the guitar player in the band, so guess what? Turn the guitar up a little loud sometimes. Like, go figure. But other things that are more intuitive, like, hey, I think the other take. Remember that day with the Paul's takes? When you hear the ending to Shapeshifter, when you finally hear it.
We deliberated for
We deliberated for like 2 hours over this last set of lines.
I didn't do them all the same, but they were all beautiful.
Yeah, they were all beautiful.
They were,
a lot of, like,
But that's good. Because you're making it the best that it can be to deliver the message that you want it to deliver.
Yeah.
You know, instead of just saying, we'll just settle on that.
Yeah.
Like, that's good enough.
Never settle.
How many times you come back to my house to record something?
It's pretty often.
Yeah.
And it's
like,
not because it's bad.
And not because it's bad, or performance-wise. It's more like, I think I can do it better from the recording angle. Or, like, I personally think Paul can sing it better. Like, even if it's good, like, I think you can do this better. Or, like, even...
Can I say this, too? Fun fact about our music, we don't really pitch correct. We figure out what the pitch is, and then I sing that. That's the way it should be.
That's the way it should be. I don't think... I've never done pitch correct.
Yeah.
No, I mean...
Not hating on anybody that likes that or does that. Just, that's not my bag.
No, Paul sings his damn parts. That's part of it. And he sings them in longer stretches than I've ever seen any vocalist I've seen in a recording studio do them more often. Like, but that's part of our vibe, is like, yeah, if you listen to Witness Marks, we got a little heavy-handed in the beginning with some like the vocal effects, but like that's for the vibe sake. When we go to do that ending, like Paul sang that, Zach sang that, Chase sang that, like they really sang it. All I did was press record and find how much reverb we're gonna put on it, like,
which can take hours.
Yes, it really can. It really can. I mean,
which could need to come back tomorrow. To check it back in.
Best advice I've ever gotten on listening to my mixes, when I'm the person who decides when they're done, like, hey, I think this is done, and then, you know, we'll do the notes bit and all that. But what I do is I always finish it, go to sleep. But maybe if I finish it first thing in the morning, go to sleep, wake up, first thing in the morning, listen to it again. If you're still in love with it, then we probably got a winner. Your ears aren't tired no more. You ain't been at this for 4 hours.
Exactly.
You haven't settled in your brain and not known it. You know, your subconscious hasn't took on a ride.
Because I have a habit of, like, it took me a long time to just keep saving the tracks and just muting them, you know, as I'm still recording it, because I'll be like, nope, delete, nope, delete, nope, delete. 3 hours later, delete. I have nothing to show for it. I'm like, man, I should have just kept that one take.
Whenever this band got started and we recorded Apparition for the first time, after I got the vocal bounce back, which I think was the night I recorded the vocals, if I'm not mistaken.
Fair.
Like, he just bounced out like a version that I could listen to.
Yeah,
you know, it's like the first time I'd ever heard us as a band playing together. I stayed up all night listening to that song. I even wrote a little diary entry that is hanging up in our studio. It literally starts off or ends with, as long as I feel this way, I'll be okay. Like as long as this feeling is going on.
That become a line in a song later on.
I'm thinking about it.
Leave it alone. But no, but and that's something I will do some videos on as we go. But in the studio, and it's not a big fancy studio. It's like about Johnny. I got a little more than you got in recording gear, and not as much as you got in loud things. But like what I'm getting, but we make it a very personal space. Like when the guys come over, even though it's a room in my house that I'm in every day, not the room per se, but like the house.
You're pretty much in the room every day.
Ash, if you're watching, you can leave a comment. But is that when they come in, they should feel like they're in their creative safe space. So what I had them all do is bring me something cinema. There's a Paul's Deep poster in the studio.
Okay.
There's a couple posters from when back in the day for us. There's the new Jawfane posters that we put on its own special wall so we could see it grow over time.
Yeah. Dragon Ball Z statues.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z. Like, make it so that when you come in here, like, we don't, and even more than that is that we're a band, guys don't think that. Like, we all love each other all the time. No, we do argue. Like, let's not play here.
Yep.
But we don't argue in the band room.
Nope.
We go to the dining room table, we go outside, and we had to
take a break.
Yeah, well, like, not even to take a break, but we don't argue in the space in which we're supposed to be creative, if that makes sense.
Yep.
Like, sometimes arguments have to occur. We have to go out back and talk about it. But, like,
we're
not going to do that where we're creative.
Wrestle,
It's come
I've
close.
suggested wrestling, and nobody else is down to get oiled up with me. And
I'm down.
You guys wrestle?
I'm down. I'm down for this. I
Have you
know
ever-
nobody at home wants to see this, but I'll do
They
it.
grease up for backyard wrestling.
Okay.
You better believe it.
All right.
Oil me
I
up.
got a
Typically, we
swimming
just oil
pool
our livers
outside.
and
I'll
then
bring it in
gentlemen
here and
chat.
get some oil. I'll put that up here on
That's
the-
how
Stay
Zach and I
tuned.
should
On a
determine
future
how much
episode
of our
of
vocals
Homemade
can
God Studio Presents, we will have the boys oiled up in a pool.
That's
ready
how
to
that's how
wrestle.
Zach and I
outfits.
should deliberate how much of our vocals end up on a track. We should just we should wrestle.
You have no idea how cool I am with that. You have like no idea.
Dude. I think that's the thing.
You know,
That's great.
I think they're ready.
it's actually,
Should
it's
I go get the
actually,
pool now?
I suggested it. Let's do it.
it's actually
I mean,
kind of funny how
wild things happen here at Homemade God Studio. Some people come in with hair and leave bald.
Oh.
That is true. That has happened. We
That
have
has
shaved
happened.
somebody.
Yes, we have.
I will.
Shout out to CJ.
I will add to the recording process, like as far as
Come
vocals
back,
are concerned.
CJ. I miss you.
So whenever Paul goes to the studio, does his vocals, it's a couple days or maybe a week or two before Chase and I, and on occasion Jesse. It takes us a little while to get to the aux vocals, but whenever we go into the studio and I'm trying to figure out where my vocals are gonna be, I never want to ever feel like I'm doing too much. I'll do a bunch just like to lay down the skeleton. I'll be like, okay,
Get
this
the
is
rhythm.
this is everything that I
Timing.
can do,
Yeah.
and I know that I can play it all while playing drums.
Yeah.
So it's like, I dial back a lot.
I used to tell Zach, I was like, "There's no way you can do vocals
I
and play
remember
drums at
that.
the same time." I was like, "You can put as much of this as you want on this song, but until I see you do it live, like, I'm
Boy,
not."
was he wrong.
Oh my God! Like I was.
Let me
so
tell
wrong.
you.
Oh, you're
Don't tell Zach
phenomenal.
Sinnott he can't do something because
Yeah.
he
I'll
can
just
do
prove
it.
you wrong.
He'll do it.
Really
And that's
will.
to anybody at
He will
home. You
do
tell
it.
me I can't do something unless it's, well, I can't even say that I can't.
He
He
can
can
really,
juggle
like-
too. I'm actually the only person. I'm the only person in the band to not do vocals on a track.
Jesse even has.
Even
moments.
Jesse has. I make it a point not to because most of my spots.
For those who don't know, Jesse is the fifth Beatle of
That's
Jawfane.
right.
He's the most important one.
My job essentially is the harmonies that Paul actually sings to himself, like as far as his takes, it's to recreate them as well as I can. I don't really care much for singing as much as my counterparts in this band do.
Shit, me neither.
I know, right? He hates it. He just comes over and sings into a microphone for like 5 hours, like 1 o'clock in the morning on occasion, like real talk.
It feels so good doing that. It really does. Like sometimes I'm like,
The longer you
I don't have a
sing,
voice,
and then
but
the better it gets,
Yeah.
and then you start doing different things. You're like, did I just slide?
there's
Did
times when I'm like, yo,
Kinda
I sounded
glissando?
good.
Yeah,
Like, I'm
like-
impressed by myself sometimes,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, no, he does. He's and that's my favorite part of working with him is like we get excited about each other's wins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As
I mean,
you should.
you have to because like it's a
One
part
of
of the
y'all's
brotherhood
wins
thing.
is everyone's win.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
And even if
Speaking of winning, everybody in TV land, this weekend is a winning weekend for live music all over the Nashville area.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of really good bands doing their damn thing.
tomorrow night in Shelbyville at GSM Productions presents Jarl. And you said they're from where?
They're from France.
This is their first U.S. show.
Yep.
And you guys are playing with them.
Yeah.
And Fargo Strut and Mad Cabbage. I've never even seen Mad Cabbage, so.
I went and looked them up.
All right.
How is it? What's it like?
Well, I can find any music, but
Are there cabbages?
I follow their page now.
You follow their page. Well,
Yeah.
that's important things.
It really is.
Absolutely.
I'm sure I want to get to know them.
I stalk bands, and that's how I find
do
out
too.
about them.
I really do.
I want to know if I'm going to go to their show. I want to know who I'm going to see, and I want to know more about them. I still want to connect with them.
Yep.
Also tomorrow night at the Cobra, you're going to have Dead Runes, A Tribe of Horsemen, Heavy the Mountain, and Karma Vulture. I have a Karma Vulture shirt. I caught them at the Springwater, and it's my favorite long sleeve shirt because on the back it says "Loud as fuck."
Nice.
And then Sunday, at the Exit Inn, my band Symptom of the Universe is going to be opening. We're a Black Sabbath tribute, in case you didn't know, the heaviest Black Sabbath tribute in the South. Please
In the
challenge
world.
us. In the world. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you, Johnny. But we're playing with a stoner witch band called Omenbringer.
I was trying to find their music, by the way. Do they have anything out?
You can find her videos. This is going to be their second show.
Okay. I seen that name and I was like, ooh.
She used to, the girl Molly that actually is the leader of Omenbringer, she was in another tribute band.
Okay.
And they were great. She's an amazing performer, but now she's doing something on her own that's like, I totally dig her vibe.
Nice.
But also Voltage Hawk and Austin Grimm will be playing that. And then Sunday again, that's where Waikita's not here, right? Keita's going to be playing with 13 Spiders, Rattle Trap, Tennessee Holy Water, and is it Nagazi? So that's going to be a super fun show. And that's Saturday and Sunday. And then Monday, Rare Hair goes to the movies. I don't know if you've ever seen a Rare Hair show, but Rare Hair gets some of the best of the best of the best musicians. And they put on this amazing hair. Last Rare Hair show I saw Vixen. They came out, they rocked. You always have, these people come out and you're like, oh my God, is that such a... It is. It most definitely is. And then next weekend, Friday, Symptom of the Universe is going to actually do a full set at the Springwater, not just a 30-minute set with Rattle Trap and Preston Lee Cook. Clutch is playing next Saturday.
Oh, wow.
Did you guys know Clutch was playing?
Springwater?
No, Clutch is going to be playing at the Marathon Music Works.
Okay, that makes more sense. That makes much more sense.
Yeah. Clutch is playing, so... I mean, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Hemlock, Existing in Exile will be at the end. So, I mean, as far as rock music goes...
It's going to be a good weekend.
Some great shows coming up.
There's a lot of great shows. Well, and the Defiant and then October's here, and Defiant Mechanism does their first show at the Exit Inn.
Yeah.
And that's going to sell out. Are you guys all going to that show?
We'll try. Right now it's about band life and balancing it versus.
The answer is just yes.
Yes, the answer is
Absolutely, I'll buy all the tickets.
Yes. The answer is yes. I've already got my tickets to Defiant Mechanism. I will be there.
I'll show up.
But yeah, Upon the Revelation is on that one. Lydia's Castle and Blackwood. So I mean, there's a lot of great stuff coming out of Nashville.
Take it easy. Hey man, Josh. Be safe.
Thanks,
Shout
Josh.
out to Josh Raines.
Shout out to Josh.
Shout out to Josh.
That's the man.
See you later, Lindsay, Brittany.
You're doing great things.
We still have. Now we only have 4,999 people in the studio. But
it's crowded in here.
It is crowded in here. But seriously, just to be a part of the family that we've created here in the city is just awesome. Yeah. Everyone's so supportive of each other. I know that you guys are out there networking and talking to all these bands and getting to know everybody. And
it's a busy life. It really is.
It really is.
It's cool to see all the other bands growing too.
Yeah, for sure.
I love going to the shows and seeing all the bands there supporting other bands.
Yeah. From Fish Fest of last year, which was our first show, to now, so many of those bands that we played with there, have all just had their own success. Modern Primate, Dystopian, Shout Out. So many of those bands are doing great things and stuff, and it's cool to see.
And more to come.
Yeah.
Yeah. Modern Primate put out that Fire.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah.
Fire.
That Fire.
Well, and then what is it? The Hard Rock and Metal, Nashville Hard Rock and Metal playlist on Spotify that
We're on there.
Cameron did.
Shout out to Cameron.
And then someone took that and put it over to Apple Music.
Yeah,
Who
I
did
saw
that?
too. I don't know who did that, but I seen the post. Terrible with names though.
Yeah.
But it's cool. Like that was one of the coolest things. Was like, I seen it, and I seen like 3 minutes after he posted, I instantly hit share and hit share this at the top of it, and like everybody grabbed it that I knew in the scene, and I was like, okay, that's it. Like not for my page, but I do it to everybody else. It's like grab that shit and run with it because like it's got to be one unit.
It's the way to support all of us, and just the fact that, I mean, Nashville's not just country music. I'll still go into groups and people be like, Nashville's all about country music. No.
If you see the current state of music, you see that there's a lot of pop singers that are going rock.
Mm-hmm.
You see that rock shows are getting bigger and more elaborate again. I feel like we're maybe in one of those cool like renaissances that happen like every like 10 or 15 years where like a genre blows up again. I think it's happening with rock and metal again. I really do. Like metal is probably more popular now than it's ever been.
Thank you, Lorna Shore.
And I will say the post-hardcore's never died.
Post-hardcore's never died, but I want just think about the idea here. It's like when we were kids, right? For most of us, like Cannibal Corpse when they showed up, they never played like the big fest. They didn't play with the Foo Fighters. You know what I mean? Like that wasn't a thing.
They always played at a place where you could have an amazing mosh pit.
That's right. They always played a place. But when Lorna Shore opened up Lollapalooza with that style of music, they showed that like the weird, strange, even macabre, like can be on the stage right next to whatever like the mainstream wants.
Yeah, King Diamond's about to be playing.
That's what I mean. Is like those kinds of things. Like
Wasp came back.
I have tickets for Wasp
with
too.
Armored Saint, dude. Like I was like,
good.
yo, Armored Saint's coming back. What?
L7's gonna be here.
Doing a show?
Really?
Guar just did a
Guar
show
just
last
did a show.
weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have amazing shows that come through.
Yeah, and there was a period of time where it was like, I know you said you've only been here for about a year, but ask these guys, like there was a period of time where shows kind of died down around here. It was really hard to find like a good show.
Doing shows anymore.
Okay, guys.
It's coming back.
You're welcome. I moved to Nashville. They had to follow. You're welcome.
But I'll be honest, we've done, I guess, like some bigger shows, if you will. Like, the Conviction show is good for us as far as a starting point. Like, thank you, Rebecca Cole. Like, I cannot thank you enough for what you've done for me personally in my music career.
Yeah.
But with those things being said, like 99% of the shows we play are DIY, and like watching that grow into itself, like that has been the thing. Like I don't care if like it's the tiniest little band we got started. Like now those things like really have roots. You got a few plays on Spotify. You got people who go to your shows. Like.
And we have HomeMade God Studio here for you to play and connect with your audience and make awesome videos and just hang out with the best of your friends.
We shot a music video here. We love playing here, and you will too.
And then the other.
It was a great music video.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, thank you.
I love that music video. I'll watch it.
They paid big bucks to do that video here.
During my little question and
You can
answer
see Johnny
thing.
in it. You can see Johnny in it. You can see
me in
Miranda
it.
with her
You can see
double horns.
Miranda.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love that you can see Caleb from Dystopia in it.
Yeah.
I love that you.
Caleb's-
I look at the
Everybody
video and I'm like,
okay.
oh my god, everybody! I always forget everybody was like,
Eli's in it.
yeah, everyone that
All
was
them
there.
guys in it.
And
I hope she smacks you from wherever she is. There's a cosmic smack in the face coming for you, Johnny.
I feel it.
I feel it.
And I have to say too, like, I will throw this offer out to anybody. I know, whoever. I will do your music video for free. If you are a band in Nashville, I will do your music video for free. Same quality as the Jawfane Witness Marks video. All you gotta do is just come here, give me your vision, or if you want a performance-based, let me know where you want to do it. I will make sure that happens for you because I want people in this damn community to have some music videos.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and
Bring them back.
Yeah.
Bring back
No,
the
and
music
like
video.
that's the thing is like something like using. I'll go back.
Oh my gosh, we could have a video premiere party here.
Yeah, you
Wouldn't
absolutely.
that be good? We got a TV set up on the stage now.
I'm just saying, the possibilities are endless for our scene because we are all working together to make it something way bigger than any of us can even imagine right now. You can feel it. I don't know. I can feel it.
I can feel it.
Yeah.
I feel it growing every day, and it's not like this. It's like a little bit faster.
Yeah, it's
and a little bit,
snowballing.
but
It's snowballing.
it's doing it, and it's because
We're trying to keep up.
yeah, Yeah, exactly. But we're doing it.
Well, need more now. I think all of us that can say that last year when we were in that moment of whatever day this is, the 16th of September, that we wish we were in the shoes we were in now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that most of us got some wins when we were there. Like the post-COVID landscape, which has kind of like become like again post-COVID because now we've got some new rules.
It'll be post-hardcore COVID.
That's right, post-hardcore COVID, right? Zach, got you.
Post-COVID core.
Post-COVID core, I love it.
There it is.
But
new genre, post-COVID core.
I got you.
But like the bands that are like starting to like I don't know, like in the modern like show off what things in our scene are good at, like songs that are longer, songs with like different tact to them, like. I think Sleep Token's doing a good job of that as far as like regional, international at this point, but like. Those kinds of guys, all the way down to like even what like bands like Sidewinder and Modern Primate and like Guerrilla Warfare do, where like they're getting better at their craft all the time, and like I think we're starting to see like instead of like everybody trying to like copy themselves, which is what happened in 2010 maybe in metalcore.
I feel like everyone's tapping into their identity, like their true identity.
And we're getting happier with who we are and what our brand is, and we're not trying to run each other over anymore.
Right.
Which has been so cool, man. It's so cool to like go play like here, for instance. The first time we came here, play Catfish Seminar. Like,
yes.
Oh, that was the right vibes, man. Like
Catfish Seminar is really freaking
We
good.
still love Catfish Seminar.
And then we went to like
they're
last
amazing.
piece of the borough where like with the exception of maybe Us in Motion, we were not the heaviest band by a long shot. Dystopian got us by a mile and like force of will. You know what I mean? So like it's cool like go and play with bands like that and not feel like it's so like abnormal.
Because we're all homies, we're all family.
Yeah.
And I think the fans.
I think it's the first time that like we've had a real like scene where it's not a bunch of like secretly, like poking from a distance. Like everybody genuinely likes each other for the most part here. Like there's not a whole lot of competition, like he was saying, or people trying to step on each other's toes or run each other over. It's build everybody up.
Generally trying to help each other out by sharing everything. It's like, oh wow, congratulations, guys, that's a huge success. Boom, share.
And if you're a musician who's not doing that,
do it.
Stop.
Yeah,
do it. Change direction, and start going in the right one. Because the community
needs
community is important.
We need you.
Community is very important. You know why? Because without community, your band doesn't exist. We don't exist. This doesn't exist. Get off your ass and make change, because that's the only way there's going to be change.
Yeah, fair.
And if you want to be in a community, we've got one started up, and we're trying to make it bigger. Come be part of the community. It's not a cult. There's no. You don't have to. You don't have to blood. You don't have to give us 6 drops of blood. Here's the thing.
I got you.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. If you're gonna be in a band, then you're gonna have to at some point accept the fact that your band is a family. Okay, we've accepted that very early on. We told ourselves we wouldn't do this unless it was a family.
That's right.
We're not going to do this and waste each other's time if this isn't genuine. If we're in it for the money. Okay, we're not.
It ain't no money
we're not
to
in the
make,
money.
bro.
We're not in the money.
This has
let
been
me tell
the
you.
word, according to Zach.
Let me tell you. As somebody who's been in a lot of bands, Corey can attest to it. Paul, you might be able to attest to it. Like somebody who's been in a lot of bands, this is the first time. I don't care about how many people we play in front of every night. I don't care about the streams that we have on social media. I don't care about any of that. What I care about is being happy.
I care about my streams. Please stream everything.
Well, I
kind of care about our streams.
I kind of care about these things.
What I'm getting at here is that it's nothing. It's nothing without community.
No.
If you pay for your streams, stop doing it. Because you're only making yourself look good for you. It doesn't matter if you have 2,400 or 3,000 or 300,000, a million. If these people aren't real,
I'm just trying to get to 200, guys.
If they're not buying in,
numbers.
if legitimate, genuine people aren't buying in to something that you love doing, but you enjoy doing it, keep doing it. Makes you feel good, but be a part of the community. Be a part of something bigger, because, yeah. Community. Take a shot. You won't make it through
We have
the
a
night.
new drinking game. Go back and listen to this, folks. And anytime the word community is spoken,
Take
you're
a
going to
shot.
be taking a shot. And
So-
then please
don't
send
kill
us.
yourself on our watch. Like, don't do that.
But please send us videos. This is going to be the new TikTok challenge right here. Get on over to TikTok.
Don't give us
Rewind
ideas.
3
We're gonna have a
minutes.
video of me and you on a bad day.
Rewind 3 minutes and start taking shots every time the word community is spoken. Thank you. Accept the TikTok challenge. Tag Homemade God Studio and Jawfane in there.
But you don't want to put that kind of thing out in the universe because, like, me and Chase went to the Cobra. We went to the Cobra, and he comes over to me and he says, "Hey, did you get your wristband?" And I said, "I didn't get my wristband. Thanks for reminding me." He says, "You want to get your wristband?" I was like, "Why do I want to get my wristband?" He says, "The baby R's are $2. Well drinks are buy one get one free for us." And I was like, "This is a dangerous place." All of a sudden, it's a very dangerous place. So, like, if you put out a challenge like that, guess what, Moran? All you've really asked for is for me and Chase sit down and make a 3-minute video of how long it took us to get face drunk watching our own damn selves.
Do it. just make sure you upload it to TikTok and tag
I'll hold your hair,
Homemade God
Chase.
Studio.
I'll hold your hair, Chase.
He's like in the throne, still taking shots. He's like, God damn it, he won't keep saying it.
We're putting fans of Homemade God Studio on the map. Give us something to share during our commercial break.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll share it during the commercial break. You send those videos or you post them. We will find a way to get them and
Chase,
put them in the commercial
we have to
break.
do it with the clear absinthe.
Oh, God. Clear absinthe, just straight out of the bottle.
Yeah.
But
I've done it too. It's some fun stuff.
it is about that
Yeah.
time.
It's about that time.
That's
Who knows the skimmer-rinky dinky dink? No, I'm just kidding.
screwed.
Yeah, no, I'm too. Oh, I'm the old one. I'm the old one. There was the lamb chop and the skimmer-rinky.
Oh, I watched Lamb Chop. I just don't remember the reference.
I don't remember lamb
Yeah,
chop, and I'm older
I'm gonna
than you.
pretend I don't.
I was
okay?
big comfy couch.
We're
you
gonna move forward with that.
I worked in the back. I saw no smiles.
But it is time to say goodnight. Is there anything you guys one last thoughts? Anything you want to say before we say adieu?
Go.
Check out Homemade God Studio.
Don't eat things off the ground.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh,
That's no good.
It's really not.
Is that everybody?
Oh, and also sticks have been outsourced. Sticks don't exist anymore.
Community.
Google it.
Hey,
only when
hey
Zach
Chase.
says it.
Hey Chase.
Yes,
This is past me talking to future you.
Community.
Hey, what rhymes with unity?
Community.
Hey, what's
you
like
can't
what's
have
like a large,
community?
what's like a large tight knit group
Corey,
of people
we're gonna
called?
die.
Community.
Someone
And
call
you
the
can't have
ambulance
a-
Stay
now.
tuned to our outro.
Take
Our
it.
outro today does.
Love
We are
y'all.
doing Rattle Trap's song, their new release. So
Okay.
definitely listen to that. Check out the shows. We did show you a little bit of it during our commercial break, but look at all the shows coming up. Mark it on your calendar. We'll see you next Thursday with Kay Asna and Weapons of Mass. Elliot, how do you? Massillation.
Massillation.
She's
That's on
freaking.
Thursday.
That's on Thursday.
Yes,
Next week's
next
show is on a
Thursday.
Thursday because Friday, Symptom of the Universe is taking the stage at the Springwater. But go see Jawfane tomorrow in Shelbyville. Go see Symptom of the Universe at Omenbringer on Sunday at Exit In. And we will see you next Thursday for Kay Asna. Y'all have a great night. Kita, we miss you.
Kita, we miss you.
Miss you, Kita.
We miss you, Kita. Shout out to the Cowboy King, and I think we just lost somebody.
R.I.P. Chase.
Jawfane is
everybody
now.
that
We
was
need a
tuning
bassist
in.
for hire.
We love
Bassist
Love you
man.
guys.
Love you guys. Be
Community,
safe.
community, community.
God bless. Don't kill me.